Hello and welcome to ECR Live. We broadcast from Europe's largest radiology congress, the ECR, with over 20,000 visitors. And one of our main sponsors is Siemens. And I am at the Siemens booth now, and I will talk with Michael Coulter about asset planning. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
Michael, what is customer development concretely, and what are you highlighting here at the ECR?
Well, customer development is a group created by Siemens solely to get the most out of what customers have already purchased. We do this through various means, but the idea is to maximize the customer's assets and align them with their strategies, whether that's clinical, whether that's operational or financial. As you can see, we do an asset planning session which involves looking at their market, looking at the utilization of their systems, as well as the strategy of the customer to see if these are all in alignment. If they're not in alignment, we look at how we can maximize that, we create a plan, and we help the customer to get where they're trying to go.
All right, can you tell me a little more about market analysis, please?
Absolutely. The market analysis, we're taking a very deep look at what's happening in the customer's market. We look at things like risk factor trends, we look at things like cancer rates, cardiovascular, different things like this, as well as population growth, to determine how they sit in their area, how that is going to be forecasted out into the future. We do this in either a global, regional, state level, or even down to a zip code level for that customer to get an idea of what's going on with their market.
That makes a lot of sense, Michael. Now, can you tell me a little more about utilization management?
Absolutely. This is the key part of what we're doing. And really with the asset utilization, we're looking at, in this example, at a 16-slice CT scanner in an imaging center that is being compared against the top 10 percentile of performers in the world. We can see the performance of the system with scan volume, but we can also see down to the details of the planning time that they're using, the exam time, as well as the processing time to see where they can get the most benefit for any kind of actions. Additionally, we're able to see the days of the week of when the system is in utilization, as well as the hours of the day to see if staffing or coverage changes could be impacted. And we get down to a protocol level to decide what kind of exams they're doing. And in this case, we can see the average dose that's being used by the customer, the maximum dose that was used in that protocol, and compare that to the recommended doses. So as you can see, we're looking at everything from the operational to the system utilization, staffing, as well as the clinical pieces.
All right, Michael, now what does a customer need to do to get this process started?
Well, it's actually very simple. The main piece is we have to be able to turn on the asset utilization. This is something they can do by talking to their local sales rep and service colleagues to get this turned on, give us the ability to pull this information, which does not include any kind of customer data, simply the starts times, stop times, things like this. And then from there, we let it run for 90 days or so, come in, start this process, and work through it with the customer to help get them where they're trying to go.
Okay, thank you very much, Michael Coulter, for your time in this interview. Thank you. And we'll be back a little later. This was the last interview with Siemens at the ECR 2014. We would like to thank this main sponsor for the great cooperation, and we'll be back at 2:30 with a summary of the ECR 2014. Thank you for your attention and stay tuned.